Let me ask you something. If your go-to person disappeared tomorrow, would execution collapse or would it continue? If your answer starts with, well, hopefully, you already know the truth, and hopefully is the adult version of crossing your fingers and hoping gravity takes the wheel. This is week 4 of the War Room. This is the reinforced week. And this isn't about mindset. This is about building a structure so your team doesn't rely on willpower, guilt, or someone's color-coded calendar that's basically a passive-aggressive middle finger. So let's lock this in. So the reinforce is the cultural reset. So just keep that in mind as we're moving through this. So let's call it what it is, okay? So someone on your team, maybe it's you, has become the unpaid safety net. Not because it's their role or your role, not because it's documented, just because they're or you are too reliable for their own good. Every time the ball drops, you're the one catching it. You jump in, you follow up, you carry the project over the finish line like a parent dragging a toddler out of a grocery store. Leadership, they let it happen because it's easier to burn out one competent adult than to restructure around the walking liability nobody wants to manage. Here's the lie your culture believes. Helping is good. Helping builds trust. Helping shows commitment. Yeah, and tequila builds confidence until you crash a wedding that wasn't yours. Not from experience, just saying. So when help becomes the backup plan for no one owning anything, it's not noble, it's negligent. Execution isn't about effort, it's about design. And your design is hiding behind one person's guilt and 3 years of repressed PTO. So let me reframe this a little bit. Every time that you jump in to save the day without fixing the system, nothing gets learned. Accountability slides further out of reach. And the rest of your team just get better at not really giving a damn. That's not execution. That's institutionalized. Codependency with a side of burnout. And by the time you notice, you're already hemorrhaging trust, momentum, and probably that one high performer who finally says, screw this, and they took a job somewhere that doesn't treat burnout as a leadership style. This week, you stop asking, who helped? And you start asking, why the hell was help needed in the first place? Then you reinforce the 4 commandments of cultural reset. 1. Ownership must transfer. It can't be rescued. Execution must be held by systems, not personalities. Help isn't a backup plan, it's a development tool. Praise the one who prevented the fire, not the one who showed up shirtless with the hose. Your action plan starts with this. 1. Run a recognition reversal. Run a recognition reversal. I'm sorry. No more standing ovations. No more standing ovations for the burnout brigade. Sorry, I'm struggling today. Start celebrating the people who didn't need to be heroic because the system worked like it was supposed to. Shout out to the people who followed the process, who escalated before things went nuclear, who handed it off like a pro and didn't play martyr. Not the one who pulled a 10 p.m. Hail Mary email chain and CC'd everybody in your organization. Okay? 2, conduct the over-functioning audit. Ask these 3 uncomfortable questions. What am I still doing because no one else will? What help have I normalized that they should have been owned by someone by now? What system silently fails unless you are swooping in like a dollar store Batman? Okay? If the same name keeps showing up, you don't need a wellness webinar. You need a tactical restructure and probably fewer complaints for people who work through lunch because they love the team. Reset your language. Say this out loud in your next meeting. We don't reward rescue missions. We reward resilience. If your absence feels like a crisis, we built a dependency, not a team. Execution is not a trust fall. It's a structure test. Let the awkward silence settle. That's what accountability sounds like before it gets to work. The weekly ritual. Every Friday, run this execution pulse check. Did ownership transfer without rescue? Did overfunctioning get caught and corrected? Was help converted into structure, not dependency? Is anything still running on vibes and tribal knowledge? Score it, share it, fix it. Because if you're still running on memory instead of process, you don't have a system. Okay, let's close this in. Here's the deal. Culture isn't built by your cute little core values posters in that break room. It's built by what gets reinforced when no one is looking. This week, stop reinforcing the illusion that reliability means overextension. Start reinforcing structure, process, shared execution, and the next time someone says, "Don't worry, I'll just handle it," you say, "Cool. Now show me how we'll never have to do that again." So let's lock it in. This is what we want you to do. If you're tired of burnout, tag your overfunctioning MVP below and then set them free. Drop your execution score in the comments and share this with your team before everyone frickin' goes fucking nuclear. This isn't just a reset, it's a wake-up call. We'll see you next month when we expose the silent backlog, the quiet killer of momentum that's been quietly suffocating your team for months. Let's go! See you next month.